Hello and good morning, everybody. I think actually it stopped raining for a moment, so that's pretty cool. So, I've got the sniffles. I have the sniffles all year. Right, everybody, welcome back. So, I've not done anything else since we left. I've just took it off the headstock, and I've just had it inverted so I could take a picture for the thumbnail for this live stream. So it's quite a substantial bit of wood, this, but having said that, it'll be a lot lighter when I take the main gubbins out of this. Right, so remove the faceplate, so just let me locate my drill, which is over here. So I know I keep disappearing off camera, but the whole point of these live streams is, you know, you're joining me in, you know, real unedited conditions. So, yeah, anyway, if you've just joined me, thank you very much. Let's make sure. Get this unscrewed. So, yeah, I think I've said before, I never reuse these screws. I'm just going to get chucked straight in the bin in a minute. The bin's just right behind me there. So, yeah, now, while I'm doing this, a couple of things I want to mention. First of all, I was just talking to a friend of mine, Peter. Now, Peter's severely visually impaired, and I hope he doesn't mind me saying that his sight was damaged due to a brain injury in an accident that happened many years ago. So anyway, we've hung out a couple of times, Peter and I, and he's a great guy. So I was just talking to him. So hello, Peter and his wife Tracy, and their young son Ollie has just started school and he's doing really well and loving it. So hi to Peter, Tracy and young Ollie. So that's all pretty cool. So I've told Peter to, I think he's busy this morning doing something, but I did say to him, if he checks out this video, I'll give him a shout out. So there you go. And a reply to a comment from Dave Tysers. Good morning, Dave. I don't know what happened with that, with you saying that part one had disappeared, but that's the wrong Allen key. But part one was on my feed. Nicola came home from work very late. She had a very long, busy day yesterday, and she could get access to it and look at the comments. I've been able to do that, so I don't know if it's a glitch or something to do with your settings. Maybe not. I can't really answer, but. Doing announcing when I'm going to do these live streams. Now look, these live streams I do a lot of the time, just spur of the moment. I think, right, I've got some time, I'm going to do a video. I'm really sorry that I haven't done a notification to give you some advance warning, but you know, like Nicola, she's been up at 5:30, 6 o'clock a lot this week to go to work in the morning. Last night she didn't get home till 10 o'clock. You know, it's logistically very difficult sometimes for us to just spare that few minutes for us to do a notification. It's not an excuse, it's what happens. I come in here and do these live streams. You know, I'm going to try and get my head around it much better, but the whole point of this live stream, it's for me to come in here, I can shoot some video, get content on my channel, and it's spontaneous and alright, yeah, I should give notifications, but I apologise for that. But at the end of the day, this is me, it's my life, it's how I'm doing things as a blind guy, and if a video just pops up and it's live, if you get time to come and hang out for a bit, that's cool and awesome. But at the end of the day, the video is there permanently on my channel for you to check out later. So yes, I do apologise for not doing more advance notices, but at the end of the day, I'm being spontaneous. So and that works for me, and it is my channel at the end of the day. So without sounding too indignant about it, you know, yes, I'm aware of the problem, but at the minute I'm struggling to work my way around it, so I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing at the minute. And of course, yeah, we should be doing advanced notifications, but it's the nature of the beast. So apologies for that, but like I say, it is what it is. So I hope you understand, and thank you for listening to that little spiel. So anyway, this is reverse now, so I'm not over tightening it too much. Because I don't want it to break the lip of that mortise. So that's on there now, hopefully nice and secure. Let me just turn that on. I'll make sure that the compressor's not going to kick in. So let's just, I'm just going to stand clear and get this spinning. Cool. So if I remove this now, put that back on there, get rid of this. Oh, do you know what I've not done? What an idiot. I need just to check something, because I'm going to use my depth gauge on this. So if I just remove this and put it somewhere safe for the moment on this towel, I just need to locate my depth gauge. The depth gauge that Brendan made. So I just need to make sure that this is roughly where I need it to be. So obviously this end point here, when that's touching the baseboard and there's no gap, it needs to be up to the level of the jaws, which it is. So that's fine, that doesn't need adjusting. So I can use that later. So on with the show. I'll stick that in there for now. Just remount this. Just have this towel here for a bit of protection. It's quite a big piece of wood. Just hold it up there. Yeah, and Bob B, you'd left a comment. Any advice? I did reply to that comment this morning just after breakfast. So, any advice for turning as a blind person? Well, yeah. It's like I said in the message, you can definitely do it. It sounds like you're going through some visual impairment yourself and everything, so yes, you can do it. You've got to have belief in yourself, have lots of fun, practice, take your time, lots of start, stop, feel, and yeah, just be tenacious and believe in yourself. You can do it, and you know, I'm proof of that, and you can do it, and there's no need for you to give up wood turning and sell your lathe or anything like that. It's like I say, Bob, not dead, can't quit, and that includes wood turning. Even though I didn't actually start wood turning until I'd gone blind, but if you are already a wood turner, and thanks for the note about having a fan blowing the crud away. And believe it or not, my fan heater in here was just broken, so I threw it in the bin last week. So I should have the extractor on, but it's just I want you guys to hear me. So I wear a dust mask. Right, so let me just check this once again. No, I couldn't hear and I can't feel any wobble there, so that's cool. So let me just find my tailstock. Now we'll just bring the tailstock into play just while I'm facing this off. Like that. Just advance that a little bit. So yeah, there is a deviation there in that plane, so I can feel that. So it's not fouling on anything. The tool rest has got that half-inch gap there now, so cheers everybody, up and at 'em. Let's rock. Right then. So face shield on. Let's just feel for me, not that one. That one. Right then, off we go. Nice and gentle. Now, it's this outer edge there, I can feel now that that's where the wobble is. Here. So I'm just going slow. Have a feel. Turn the speed up a little bit. Feel a bit more of the protective wax there just on the outside edge. Nice and slow. So this bowl isn't going to be very deep at all. It's its width, and because it is going to have a lip, obviously you'll be able to stack almost in a stack the fruit in a pyramid or a cone, and because it will have a good rim, it's not going to overspill and fall out, so it's still going to work very well as a fruit bowl. So that's feeling half decent now. So I'm just having a feel here now, and I'm just going through some mental processes, having a feel. I want it to have quite a thick lip here on the top, I'm going to undercut it a little bit, and then this top lip here, it will be rolled over to continue that radius. So I'm just trying to think. Well, I could actually just roll that corner over a little bit now. Gently bringing it around, listening, feeling. Don't want to go too far around, you'll get a catch. Just bring it around a bit more. Softening around this edge. Can have a feel there now. And I can feel a little bit of a lip there, but what that is that's the layers of polish and carnauba and sanding sealer. But all that, when I'm sanding, will be blended in and feathered in, so you won't be able to tell. So it's just a little bit of space on here. So just a little bit of a perpendicular cut to that edge. Just bring it a bit round. Nice and gentle. It's nice and gentle, it's a substantial bit of wood, it's got some decent heft to it. Yeah, that feels much better now. And yeah, you don't want to be going in gung-ho and overstressing the tool or the wood and causing it to depart from the lathe. So I'm going to have a feel for the parting tool now. So if I go something, that's going to be quite decent there, I think. So I'm being very cautious there, overly cautious. In fact, if I just go and get my thin parting tool, that might help me a bit better here. So that should do. I don't want to put too much pressure. I'm going really carefully because I don't want to apply leverage and be trying to pry it off that chuck, because it's, you know, it's got that diameter. So I don't want to be a force amplifier, leverage, force amplification, and prying it off. So that's why I was just going gingerly there. It's a strange word, gingerly. I just periodically have a feel of this carbide tip. Still feels nice and sharp. Don't need to rotate it any. then. Get some of this center part removed now. Doing it. A culmination of pushing and pulling. And I can feel that lip now as I'm creeping up on it. Stop there now and have a feel. So obviously I've still got plenty of material there that's safe. I am just, however, going to just check the jaws. It's been spinning for 10 minutes. They still feel nice and secure there. Can't hear any creaking or cracking, so let's carry on. Try and get into it. Clench apart a bit more. I'm going to turn the speed up a little. Let's get a better cut now. Wait, right. Turn the speed up, now it's carrying less weight. Feel that. Yep, still feeling okay. Move that tool rest in a little bit now. Not too much, but just enough. Nice and gentle. Work this little bit here a bit more. Stop there. Getting some good shavings coming off. I can feel them hitting my head, my arms, my hands. So, right, let's get rid of this. I'm going to remove the tailstock now. Lots and lots of beech shavings here, so I'm going to take this centre pip out down now level, and then that will be the first time I'll just check the depth with the depth gauge. So it's going to be very, very gentle cuts here now. It's unsupported by the tailstock. Nice and gentle. It feels and sounds like I'm right on centre there. Nice and gentle. Just stop that and have a feel. Just going to knock that little bit down. And it's nice and flat to give me a good reading on this depth gauge. So just make sure that there is no shavings on the bed, because that will give me a false reading. So that goes on there, that goes there, and then feeling the gap here at the bottom. I've got a good inch there yet. So, oops. Well, 3/4 of an inch. That's how much. So, I can keep on going. Which is cool. Straighten this up now. Nice and slow. It's going to have quite a flat bottom, I think. So it'll hold a lot of fruit. We're getting in there now. Keep working that centre part. Stop now and have a feel. Still feels okay. I'll just check again now with the depth gauge. Yeah, still quite a lot there that I can work on without it getting dangerously thin. Let's leave that somewhere a bit closer. Now I'm going to start removing stuff gently here. Start undercutting it a little bit on this rib. Nice and gently. Hearing some, what's the word? Harmonic. On the sound moment now. Nice and gentle. Gently undercutting that. Nice and slowly, slowly, slowly. Right, it's coming along nicely as it comes out towards this outside edge. Still feels like there's a fair bit of material there that's safe to work with. I know that the centre's still safe at the time being, but I'll check that depth in a minute. Here I can feel a little bit of a high spot. Feeling all the time. Let's get this in closer here now, this tool rest. It's this portion, it's this area here. I'm not worried so much about punching through the bottom. It's about getting too thin as the sides come up. But I'm still okay. Go around this top edge as well. Just softening around that top edge to continue that theme of a bagel slash donut. Feel some tooling marks here. Let's just need to. I mean, obviously I'll be working them out later with this finishing scraper and nice and gentle. Just gradually working them down. So let's have a depth check. Well, I've still got some reasonable depth there in this, so maybe take this, well, not maybe, I'm going to take this portion down more here in the centre. Still, it's not really deep enough, because I do want it to resemble a bowl, not be a platter. Feeling all the time for that centre pit as well. Stop there. Just blend this out of edging. Check with the depth gauge now. Well, no need to panic yet. This is why I have to take my time though, just to make sure things are going along nicely. So, just check the chuck jaws are holding nice and firm. Yep, they're fine. Checked all the holes there now. So let's foul in there. Right, I've turned the speed up there now. This will give me a better finish off the tool as well. There's less weight in the bowl. Have a feel now on this outer lip. Keep removing stock. Takes the clip out. I mean, the form is going according to plan regarding the mental picture I had. Have another feel. Just trying to take the centre of the bowl deeper. Whilst feathering out this outside edge. And I can tell that there's less weight in because it's coming to rest quicker, the bowl now when the power's off. So working around this. Let's try this now, just round here. It's continually feeling and sensing and adjusting. Trying to get as much feedback as I can. Now that's a much better shape there now on the top. I've got a better radius in that. And if I just soften that outside edge again there, nice and gently. Lightest of touches just to Bringing it around nice and soft. It's feeling pretty cool there now. Check the depth. Still a bit ways to go there down. Excuse me. Make sure it doesn't foul. There we go, lock down. Just move that along a little bit. I can hear Nicola. Too close. Has anyone been chatting, Nicola?
Yeah. I don't know if I can see them on here.
So Nicola's in the house. Whoop whoop. Give him a wave, Nicola, around the front of the camera. Have you just brought me a drink?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. How's it looking?
It looks really nice. It's good size.
Good size, isn't it?
Dave Ticehurst says, tell her you want more tea.
Who said that?
Dave Ticehurst. I brought it.
Yeah, we definitely need more tea. I measure jobs in how many cups it'll take. So this bowl has been about a 10-cupper.
Hi, Harold. I can't see all the historic messages on your phone because I don't want to press something and cancel the video.
Well, I've told them that you take screenshots.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
read them to me later.
You've got 11 people watching.
Well, hello everybody, wherever you are in the world. Great to have you here.
David's on as well. Hi, David. How are you? How's Torva? It's a nice size, that.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely going to hold a lot of fruit.
So, what do you think of the show so far, then?
Not me, are you talking to?
The viewers.
Don't say rubbish. Just check the depth now. Actually, you could do me a big favour, Nicola, just while your tool's down for 2 minutes. Go and get those goblets that David sent from Denmark. Nicola's going to get David, Richard Julie, Dr. D in Denmark. He sent us over some lovely goblets, so we're going to show them to you in a moment. Well, Nicola is. Really, really nice. Couple of goblets with active rings. Pretty cool stuff. That David Richard Julie, he's got some skills, you know. So I'm down to literally here now, perhaps 10mm on the base here. Bearing in mind that I've got finishing cuts to do and some sanding, so that's pretty cool. And what I'm actually going to do now is, I think, because I want to give it a bit of an undercut, I'm going to just take off my carbide cutter disc and I'm just going to re-hone it. So I'll do that.
I've missed any comments now as well.
That's alright. Just
Here you go.
So these are a lovely pair of goblets. Hope you're getting them. That come all the way from Denmark. So David Richard Julie, or Dr. D, as he's known, has made these absolutely lovely, and it's just a beautiful gift and a mark, and symbolises our friendship. So really, really awesome. They're made of yew, which is Nicola's favourite wood. So there you go. If you're watching that, David, remember doing that. Cheers. Skål. There you go, Nicola. So yeah, some awesome turning there by Dr. D.
Right, I'm going to go now, so I need to crack on.
Okay.
You've got 12 viewers.
12 viewers, okay.
Yeah. So I shall catch you later.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Nicola. So I'm going to... Thanks for the tea. So I'm just going to... Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of reverse cutting. So I'll set the lathe going the opposite way and I'll be able to reach in. I have done it before once and it went well, so I'll give it a go. So I'm just taking out this set screw. There. So I'm just going to give this it's on the finer side, this credit card, a trend credit card. So I'll just give it a spritz to lubricate it, and then I just figure of 8 motion. For about 30 seconds, and then just make it as good as new. That should be enough. I'll just get a bit of tissue. That's the word I'm looking for. So I'm just going to blow any dust. So I'm just trying to locate the hole again. just going to blow the dust and stuff out of that screw head. So that's nice and tight now. Just put that back there. Just pat that dry. So now that that's had a bit of a sharpen, I will have a go now at doing a bit of an undercut, but reverse. Strange. Hadn't thought of that, had I? It's not going to reach because it's wide. When I did this last time, it was on a smaller bulb. Right, I'll tell you what. I know that the banjo from my hobby lathe fits on this lathe, so I have a cunning plan, my lord. He says it does fit because I've tried it, and it locks because I've tried that too. Might need adjusting underneath, but take 5 and talk amongst yourself. Hold on, we're back in a sec. Just need to nip this up underneath. So yeah, I've got for this, because the post on this tool rest is smaller. There you go. Perfect. Now I've got this longer tool rest that was made for me. Let me get my head round this, folks. Let me get my head round this. Maybe it's not going to work. I just can't get the angle of the dangle. No, I don't feel safe doing that. So it was worth a try, I thought. So just have to go back to plan A. Anyway, this has been sharpened anyway, so it was because I didn't want to obscure you, that's why, but now I can do. Anyhow, let's carry on. and gentle. So you can hear the vibration. Raise it up a little bit, let's see. I mean, it is cutting, I'm just taking my time. It is undercutting. But yeah, just really going slow. And there's no point having it undercut too much because it won't serve any purpose. It's just a design feature. But she's getting there. It's taking me time. Nice and gentle. I can tell it's undercut because it's got a bit of a lip there now. I'm just obviously feeling. I'm just going to go a little more And then that'll do. It'll just be a nice little design piece of that. Soften that edge there. Have a feel at that now. Okay, there's a nice little undercut there that I'm happy with, and it's just altered the feel of that really nicely. And just get that radius back. There we go. That's bit of that colouring out now. Feathering that. I'll feel it like that now. Check the depth. Just a little more, and then I'll be happy with that. Make sure we're not fouling. Nice and gentle, just doing that. I can feel any undulations. Soften that internal radius there. I'll soften the feel. Right. Cool. So that's feeling pretty good. Just one last depth check. Bearing in mind I'm going to just go at it now with the finishing scraper.
Alert. Low battery.
Ha ha ha. Low battery. So, we can sort this out. I was prepared for this.
Close. Button. Close.
Right.
YouTube.
We're plugged in. Just have to be careful I don't trip over that wire. Righty-ho. So, what I'm going to do now is apply some lemon oil and wax paste, and that will just help these finishing cuts. So you're going to work it well in. I hope you're enjoying it, by the way. I am loving it, loving it. So get this well worked in. And it helps me feel where these tear out, and it will soften those fibres and make the whole thing a bit easier to swallow, this finishing. Make sure it's really well worked in. I'll get a piece of kitchen towel. I can dispense with the face shield now, I think, so obviously just in case I've got some goggles on, but this might need adjusting for height. But I'll find that out in a minute. If I get a pit. Very gentle cut, very gentle. And obviously it removes that wax. Sorry about the noise, folks. Getting right in there. Nice and gentle. Feel the way around. that one feel on it. And that feel for fit. That feel for tooling mark. Just some here now. I'm going to start power stamping now. Sorry about the noise in a minute. 120. folks, so that's it sanded. Just find my tea. I'm just tracking down my kitchen towel that fell on the floor. Oh. I'm back. So obviously now it's time to, let's just give it a bit of a dust. It's time to apply the sealer. Make sure it's worked well in. Keep working it in. I can feel the areas obviously where it's been sucked straight in, and I can feel the areas where none's on, and I can feel the area now with the amount of practice I've had. Well, there's ample in it. So it just feels a little bit. So that'll have brought out the beauty for you guys straight away. So I just need to, oh God, knock everything over. Put that somewhere safe. Get one of my Dean Nibbing pieces of Scotch Brite. So it will literally only take a second to flash off, which it has done already. Put the goggles back on. Crank her up a bit. Feeling very nice. Plenty work to, plenty. That's the sanding sealer finished with. Denib it. Bit of dust. Now it's time for grit. So get some clean tissue. Just rub it in first. Make sure I've got some on this rim. Let's just start a bit slower so it doesn't just fling off everywhere. Just give her a rub in. Speed her up a bit now. Start working it in. Blending in from what I'd previously finished underneath on this part now. Making sure it's all blended in nicely. Just overlapping a bit so you get that feathering in. Because you don't want to feel a step in finish. And that's why the repetition is so important. You wouldn't, sort of like on the base, do 4 coats of sanding sealer, 8 coats of friction polish, 5 coats of carnauba wax, and build up this real thick layer of protection. And then on the inside you do half that amount. So that's why you always do the same repetition. Consistently assured of consistency. So that should be sufficiently worked in there now. So move to a clean piece. Continue to work it in, but you're also buffing it up and bringing off the excess that's not needed. Just leave that spinning. I'll get just another piece now, completely dry and clean. And working this well. Just go and locate the friction polish now. Give that a good shake. Bit of spinning. Get a decent amount, and then I just always make sure that it's just absorbed into that tissue a little bit. And then just light pressure at first. That helps prevent it grabbing. You just put it straight on, too much pressure, too much heat, it'll grab the tissue, tear the tissue, and then you're trying to pick off bits of tissue with your nail. And feeling really good. Always apply two coats of friction polish, never any more than that. 2 is completely sufficient. Again, gentle, gentle, gentle. Then you can apply firmer pressure. And let the heat do the job, the friction. Just leave that spinning now, go and get the kind of crystalline. So just get some on there. Some on there. Let's get that worked in now. Hopefully you guys can feel the shine developing. I can feel it. It's It's gone really slick now. Feels like glass. And then I'll just also this underside. It's obviously got a bit dusty and it's been handled. I've just blown all the dust off that back underside. And I'm just giving that a bit of a rebuff. I think I'll just put some more carnauba on there. Some more protection. Just feeling, always feeling, all the time I'm feeling. Feelings. Right, pack that in. Puff this up now. Get rid of that. And then just turn that lathe off now. In fact, let's get a piece of tissue. I'm about to put my grubby mitts all over this. So I'm winding those jaws in. And there you go. So I'll bring you round, folks. Making sure I keep the power lead plugged in. Drop the phone.